Guys, it's time to have a rant about the car park charges at airports in this country. It's ridiculous. Last week I took my son to Gatwick. I dropped him off. £7 for being there for like 5 minutes.
Surely I can't be the only person who thinks these gym membership prices are just ridiculous. And quite frankly, it's just broad daylight robbery. Since when and who signed this on behalf of the general public that we have to pay, hear this out, £50 for a basic membership?
The point is, it cost us £150 per person to travel from London to Manchester. My one co-founder is actually based in Berlin. His flight return from Berlin to Manchester only cost him £20.
Oh my days, will you just look at this? I saw this on another platform. These are the average energy prices across Europe. Look like annual prices.
Do you ever feel like Britain's full of rip-offs? From airport parking to overpriced pastry, Brits encounter it at every turn. Let's see some of the biggest rip-offs hitting people across the UK. Aldi charging 50p for a plastic bag even if you don't want one.
So, do you know what really pisses me off about Aldi? Even though I've just spent 13 quid at the self-checkout, they insist on putting the plastic bag through on the till themselves. Like I'm going to pinch a 50p plastic bag when I'm spending 13 quid. What on earth is this world coming to?
Has anyone thought that they weren't £100 in the first place?
Oh my god!
When the cheapest hotel you can book in Manchester is £89 for just one night.
With the Oasis announcement earlier, I thought I would just have a look and see what the hotel prices are going to be around. So I thought I'd look at the Manchester dates first. So if you're really quick, you can get the Ibis budget for £89, but that is literally the lowest price on the date as it stands. And look at some of these prices for one night in Manchester. £300 Birchfield's guest house for a double room for one night. Let's keep going. Look at these. Look. This is for one night in Manchester. So £630. Voca, Manchester City Centre, an IHG hotel for one night. £630. Madness.
A charity shop charging £20 for a used clothing.
What's going on with UK charity shop prices? I just went to the one up my road. They were selling a used Primark hoodie for £20. That's double what it costs brand new. It used to be that I'd go into this shop and buy a dead man's entire spring capsule wardrobe for 20p, and now I'm getting credit checked to buy a Primark zip job. Slash the prices and we'll get back to supporting good causes.
You wouldn't believe how much it costs to park at the airport for just a few minutes.
Guys, it's time to have a rant about the car park charges at airports in this country. It's ridiculous. Last week I took my son to Gatwick. I dropped him off. £7 for being there for like 5 minutes. And if you don't pay the £7 within the following day midnight, that fee jumps up to £60. Ridiculous. If you don't pay that within 14 days, it jumps up to like £100. Crazy. Yesterday I took my other son to Heathrow Airport. I was there for 45 minutes, got charged £11.50. For what? It's ridiculous. In this country, in the UK, we've stripped the country of its assets and sold them to foreign entities for them to try and attract their investors. decent rates of return, and in the end it's the British people who are getting screwed over by it. The whole thing is ridiculous. So not very happy about this, and you know, it's getting to the point now where people are pretty much fed up, and if anyone's got any sense, they will pack up their bags and move to places which are, you know, where people are treated fairly financially rather than being screwed over in this country, left, right and centre, taxes, utilities, you name it, the list goes on.
So Rachel Reeves gave us all a statement yesterday telling us what she's going to be investing in, to the tune of how much, and that it's not going to cost us a penny more. Now this morning, all over TikTok, in the news, all over Twitter, it's all saying that council tax is going to go up by 5% for the next 5 years. It's a complete speculation, that is. However, council tax was due to go up by 5% every year for God knows how long anyway. It always does. The thing that bothers me is the amount of services that fucking drop. I find it hard to believe that 5% year on year on top of your council tax is justified when you've got council leaders on six-figure salaries. From last year to this year, the numbers that are on six-figure salaries have doubled, which will probably mean from this year to next year the number of people will fucking double again. And just locally round us, look at this, we've got a car park that used to be 80p an hour, and overnight they decided to up it to £5.30 an hour. So you tell me which fucking part of that is fair, and how does that justify your council tax going up 5% year on year? It's a rip-off.
Check out the price difference between taking a train from London to Manchester versus flying from Berlin to Manchester.
When people say the UK is falling apart, this is what they mean. So today, my startup Yasso had a huge meeting in Manchester with a clean beauty brand that we're looking to launch in China on our solution. That's not the point. The point is, it cost us £150 per person to travel from London to Manchester. My one co-founder is actually based in Berlin. His flight return from Berlin to Manchester only cost him £20. To travel 2 hours by train in the UK, the sixth largest economy, one of the richest countries in the world, cost 7 times more than flying from Berlin to Manchester. I mean, like, I'm actually lost for words. Fortunately, we're doing okay, we can afford that, but for other businesses, if they're looking to travel around the UK for meetings, it's impossible to do. And now I know with Zoom and remote working, you don't need to travel anymore. But maybe occasionally you do. Maybe people need that face-to-face. And this country makes it almost impossible to do that. Now, we're based in London. Most of the business happens down here. But what if you're a startup in Manchester or Leeds or Birmingham and you need to travel down to London to meet VCs for your investment committee for a big investor meeting? You just can't afford to do it. That's why so many businesses in the north aren't getting funded. That's why there's such a split between London and the rest of the country, because it costs 7 times more to go from London to Manchester on the train than it does to fly from Berlin to Manchester. Like, this is a joke.
You tell me, what is the point of being a good citizen in this modern day and age? I have been in London for less than 48 hours. Look at how much money I've lost. And there's always the TFL, you know? At this point, I might as well just start bumping. In case TFL are watching, the feds, I'm not admitting to any future crimes. This is not premeditated, so please don't come and take me down. It's like there's no ambition on TFL. It's like, you man are not trying to lower the price so the bumping reduces. Look, think about it from my side, bro. If you guys reduce the prices, we are going to be okay to pay. You see what I'm saying? Therefore, less bumping, meaning you get more money.
£2.45 for a pasty. Would you buy it?
Right, folks. New Age Rab Sainesby here. Look, I went to have my lunch. Still in scumdy. Now, look at those things. Ginsters. Creamy chicken slice. 100% British chicken. That's probably came from England, so it's probably shite. But actually, it's quite nice, by the way. But you know what? This is what my rant's about. You see us, ginsters? Do you see it? See it, ladies and gentlemen. £2.45 for one bloody well slice. I mean, bloody hell. Wait to see the size of this. Wait a minute. Open this bastard. Look. Shush. Look at the size of that. That's ridiculous. £2.45 for a ginster. Well, I will tell you this, boy. It's prices like that gets right in my nipple end. So it is. Rip off Britain. Get it right up here.
While much of Europe pays just a few hundred for yearly energy costs, the UK average shoots past £1,000.
Oh my days. Will you just look at this? I saw this on another platform. These are the average energy prices across Europe. Look like annual prices. So bottom of the list, we have Poland at 174 euros, average energy prices. Finland, 476 euros. Norway, 543 euros. Austria, 545. Holland, 546. Denmark, 558. All the way up to France, 650 euros per annum. The UK, would you look at that? £2,585 average energy price in the UK. Next, what I'm going to show you next is going to shock you. Watch this. Here is a current chart of the UK natural gas cost, okay? The natural gas wholesale cost, and that's Great British pounds per therm. You can see that going back at the bottom of the chart there, this is the wholesale gas prices, right? Back in 2020 was well below £100 per therm like this. And then you can see towards the beginning of 2022, this is where conflict and sanctions and all of this kind of stuff, there were huge spikes in these wholesale prices. Around 2022, before it came to 2023, then the prices started to plummet again. The current prices of wholesale gas in the UK is back well below £100 a therm, £63 per therm, okay? Almost back to what it was before the whole sanctions and all the rest of it. So you tell me why every other country across the whole of Europe's prices are back down pretty much to where they were, and the UK's prices are still at £2,585 a year for energy.
So I've just been to Tesco to fuel up, and these prices are absolutely ridiculous. So we are currently paying, on top of this, right? So we pay 53p in tax, fuel, and then 20% on top of that. I remember passing my test back in 2007, and I was paying about 71p. Something like that, 71p a litre. That is nearly double. That is nearly double on the unleaded. And diesel is just an absolute joke. My cousin is currently living in Dubai, and they are currently paying about 68p a litre. This is a joke. This is an absolute joke. This country is just taxing us and just robbing us at every opportunity. This is just the fuel. You go into the bloody Tesco store and you are spending a fortune on your shopping now as well. It's getting out of hand. This is getting out of hand. Look, I've put here, just here, what the exchange rate is at the moment for pounds to the Dubai currency. It's a fucking shambles. This is a shambles. This country is just tax, tax, tax. Let me know in the comments what you think. And when you passed your test, what sort of prices were you paying then compared to now? Because this is ridiculous.
£50 a month for a basic gym membership. Who thought that was a fair price?
Surely I can't be the only person who thinks these gym membership prices are just ridiculous. And quite frankly, it's just broad daylight robbery. Since when and who signed this on behalf of the general public that we have to pay, hear this out, £50 for a basic membership? You heard that, yeah? I'm talking about having access to the facility and using the basic equipment, the bare minimum. Let me say this clearly, I'm not asking no shower, no towel, no sauna, nothing. Just to use, like I said, the basic equipment in the facility. And let me mention this because it needs to be mentioned. And majority of the time, the equipment is outdated. And sometimes, some of the most critical equipment there don't function. You ask the person who works there, they go, we'll look into it, and they put a sign that says, this is broken down, please don't use it. There you go. And you come back next day, it still is broken. But guess what? They want £50, £55. Damn it. Somebody better straighten this shit up because it's bullshit at this point. Thanks.
You book a passport appointment, but don't expect to walk out with your passport the same day.
So this does not actually make sense to me. I need a passport within 2 weeks. You go online and you can get a 1 week fast track passport, but you've got to drive to like a passport office. So I've drove all the way to Durham from where I live. It's been about 1 hour and 40 to get here. But you don't even get your passport on the day. You have a stupid little appointment and then they send the passport out the day after. It makes no sense. I thought with having this appointment, they just make the passport and give it to you on the day. What's the point in the bloody appointment when you don't even get the passport today? You might as well just do it all online like you do when you get a new passport. And I thought I'd get here a little bit early. I'm 10 minutes early and the security guard inside said I've got to stand outside until my appointment at 9:10, even though there's like a waiting area inside with like 30 seats. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, what the fuck? But at least I've got a nice little view, a nice little calm river here. Looks pretty cool. Oh well, at least I'm getting a new passport because I'm going away in 10 days.
Wait, anyone want to come to the fucking London passport office? Yes, in the Excel Arena. Fucking signposts and shit, mate. There's some little door over there, bruv. Look. I fucking just walked round for 20 minutes to find it. Just to be told I'm fucking an hour early and I've got to bowl around outside. So let's go and look at some shit while we're waiting, yeah? Thank fuck, that's fucking over. Look, European Pokemon Championships, one-time munchers are in the UK for this series. But yeah, fucking cheeky bastards and all. Just as I've left the passport office, they've gone to me, yeah, it's not guaranteed that it'll be with you in a week. Hold up a minute, love. I paid 170 quid to guarantee it was delivered to me in a week. And it's still being processed now. They couldn't even confirm that my application had been successful while I was there. So why the fuck did I actually fucking pay 170 and go there? So anyone who wants to apply for their passport, mate, it's a fucking mission. You're going to get lost. And there's no guarantee you'll get it when you say you're going to get it and when you pay to get it. All right? Peace out, homies.
Primark used to mean affordable fashion, but those days seem long gone.
So according to trading standards law, they really shouldn't be doing it. I've got no idea how they have been getting away with it for so long. So I managed to find this, one of the less confusing breakdowns. The law sets out general requirements, specific rules. The law on price marking states that where goods are offered for sale to consumers, they must have their price clearly indicated. So Primark, you've got some answering today. Just don't understand how you can get away with physically removing labels and people only being able to know the price point when they get to the till. And then you become a captive audience, like me, who I'm not going to lie, I was a bit embarrassed to be like, I'm not paying £12 for a t-shirt. So it becomes a captive audience. And from the comments down below, people are genuinely just like letting things scan through. And yes, people can say that's our problem.
So what do you think is the biggest rip-off in the UK right now? It seems every day there's a new rip-off to deal with. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and share your own rip-off stories in the comments.